Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony.
Everyone,
Welcome,
hey,
everybody.
Happy New Year.
Happy, happy, happy,
Happy New
happy New
Year.
Year, everybody.
Switch you a little bit. There we go.
Okay. All right. So we're embracing another year, 2025. So let's all give each other a very big quantum hello
2025. All right.
and blessings and blessings and blessings upon this new year that we're coming into.
I see a mirror reflection, so I have Amanda and her mom. Hi. We're doing the same thing here. I just want to say hi. All right.
Okay.
So during the program today, it'll be about an hour or so, probably go a little longer. It's okay, it's free. And we're going to get to the recording too. I'm just going to send out the link for anybody that'd like to watch the recording. And we just ask that everybody just kind of stay muted because there might be lots of people on today. And we're going to begin. So welcome.
Okay, I'm going to begin with the healing. And to begin with the healing, I want to reflect on the music that was just playing. Just reflect on the meaning of it for a few moments. And what the music and the song was saying, chanting in Chinese and also in English, was I love my heart and soul. All right. Contemplate that a few minutes. Go inside. I love my heart. I love my soul. How does that feel when you just say those words? The next one then is I love the heart and soul of all humanity. Hearts and souls joined together, love, peace, and harmony. And then we're reaching out and we say we love all humanity. We're entering into that field of oneness, which we know is a part of our ascension journey is oneness, but oneness in many, many ways. Oneness of our own alignment, of our hearts, our souls, our minds, our energy field, and matter. Becoming one in this alignment. And when we finally become one in this alignment, then we are ready for enlightenment. And our enlightenment journey begins. Also called and referred to as our ascension journey. And then when you reach out and you say, we join together with our hearts and souls as a humanity. We're in the beginning stages of that as we enter into the soul era. And the light workers and you that are here are the ones that understand what that means. It doesn't mean we start loving the acts of humanity that are not in alignment with oneness. But everybody has a soul. Everyone is a heart. So as light workers are reaching out to the world when this song is sung. And Greg has something else to bring to this song, Greg. About
Oh yes, this was and you can feel it too when you hear that when you listen to the song. Imagine this beautiful being, this Dr. Master Shah just wants to serve everyone. He goes into the redwoods, the forest of the redwoods in Northern California. And if you've ever been there, it takes your breath away. It's really amazing. And I guess the story goes is that he went there and he asked the Tao for a song for the soul era. And came through that lula lula lee. That beautiful melody came through. And then so now we're sharing it with the world. And so this is just and so when you go there, just maybe just think of those giant trees and how we can just open our hearts in this giant way and grow like that too. Thanks for letting me put my 2 cents in.
okay.
Yay, trees.
And it was interesting in the story as he tells us, he said, there's a little 2-year-old there with his mother. And when the 2-year-old began to hear the song, she raised her hands up. Now, at 2 years old, and just raised up and said, yay, yay, yay. And then they were walking in opposite directions. And then when we're down further, she turns around again and she still sees the group in the distance. And again, she raises her hand with yay, yay, yay. So this little 2-year-old was touched by that song. So it is one that I'm really introducing for the month of January. So when we come in to the class first, we will hear that. And if you want to really get this, what I did was I went to YouTube and I copied YouTube. It's on YouTube as Love, Peace, and Harmony, sung by Dr. and Master Shah. It's also sung by many others. So if you wanted to get the song in that way, you just go to YouTube, you'll get it. So let's now go into healing with that thought. I love my heart and soul. I love all. And when you say I love all, You're not separating yourself. See, it seems to me, and everybody can decide for themselves, what is the soul error about? Is that we are in a study as light workers to understand when we separate from others. And in that separation, what does it do to our heart soul when we separate? How do we listen to others? How do we hear others? When somebody else is sharing, are we trying to think of what we want to say or really hearing what the person is saying? Because what I've learned in this process of life here, and especially through the work in the Tao, is that when you separate in this way, there's no oneness happening within your soul and heart. So beginning to listen with our heart and let our heart hear what another is saying in our relationships. What are we really saying? Even if somebody's angry or worried or in fear, what is their heart underneath it all communicating to us? That's how we listen to our heart. If we listen to our mind, we're just listening to the words. But we just got through the error of the mind and we learned a lot from it. We learned for everything that we say, there's a consequence. For everything we hear, there's a consequence. And a lot of it is this separating is going on. And we're going to learn how to heal this world and ourselves, to really join together in our relationships of oneness and hear what our partners, our children, our parents, siblings, whatever it might be, what are they truly communicating to us? And when one in the relationship begins to listen to the heart and allows the other in the relationship to open up their heart also. So this is what I'm learning through this Tao work in terms of my life. So today, pick out something right now that you like to heal. It could be something physical. It could be mental. It could be emotional, spiritual, whatever it is. It's perfect for today, the first thing that comes to you. And give it a, from 1 to 10, give it a numerical value of how painful it is, this is to you, or how bothersome or worrisome or fearsome, whatever it might be. Anxiety, whatever it is, sadness. Pick a numerical value and put it on that. And now let's come along and let's all together work on the healing of what you choose. So I'm going to begin first by opening up Tao hands, energy. And when I say open up the Tao hands, it will be learned as we work with getting downloaded with Tao hands, so the program of Tao hands. What did we learn? We're learning how to open up that field of energy. So, dear Tao light, coming here to each and every person that's here at this time, the light of the Tao. What is the Tao? The Tao is source light, source energy. Everything that we've studied, whether it's Reiki, the Melchizedek journey, rays of light, angel courses, all the different things that we've studied, they're all under the Tao, because the Tao is source light. So now you've chosen what you need to work on. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is work with what's called the 6 powers of healing. The first one is body power. Place your hands in your body in this way, if you choose. Your source energy is coming from below the navel, the dantian area. Place one hand, as we do body power first, one hand on your dantian, right below the navel. That's a source light. Your foundation is below the navel. Place your other hand any place on your body that's calling for healing. If you don't know where on your body to place your hand, place it on your heart. So you can have one hand on the dantian below the navel area and the other hand, that's your body power. The next power I'm going to call in for a healing is soul power. The soul power is we're first going to call in all of the outer souls. Mother, Father, God, the ascended masters, the enlightened ones, the angels, the archangels, the Elohim, the creator gods, the Buddhists, the bodhisattvas, and call by name any specific beings that you're working with, any star systems that you're working with. This whole galaxy is here for Mother Earth at this time. Call in Mother Earth. Call in her love. Call in everybody that you work with. You work with the Christ light, the Buddha light, the angel's light, the ascended master's light. Just call in. And you call in this way. You say hello. Hello to all of the enlightened ones. I love you, honor you, and appreciate you. Please give me a blessing for what I need to heal today. Now you're going to call in the inner souls. And what are the inner souls? The inner souls are the souls within your being. That every organ of your body has a soul. Every limb of your body. Every chakra of your body. So you call in all your inner souls, all of your cells. So you speak to your cells, you speak to your organs, you speak to all your body parts. Speaking to all the spaces in the body where the chi flows. So then in a second, we call in all the inner souls of our own body, and we talk to it in this way. And you talk to it any way that you choose. I'll just give you an example. Dear soul, mind, and body of my, whatever it is you want to heal, like if it is your heart of my heart, I love you and appreciate you. You have the power to heal yourself. Do a good job. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now you called in the outer souls, and now all your inner souls in relation to what you want to heal today. Next is mind power. Now you're going to visualize. Visualize the golden light coming over you from the higher heavens. And the beings you called on, visualize them all sending you golden light. If you really want to do a mutational journey, call on the violet light in Saint Germain and call them to come right into what needs to be healed. Or call in the rainbow light, the crystal light. So you can call in any light, but I'm going to talk about the golden light for today. But know you call in any of these lights and rays of light that are healing rays of light. And that's what you visualize that. And then you're going to chant whatever you called in, you're going to chant. Golden light, golden light, golden light. That becomes your mantra chant. Golden light, golden light, golden light. And you keep chanting that golden light. So that is your sound power. The next power is the power of your breath. And the power of your breath goes in this way. Breathing in positive energy and matter and information. So breathe it in as a golden light, positive information, energy, and matter. And now you're going to exhale negative information and matter. That's the breathing power. Breathe in positive information, energy, matter of the golden light. Let go and breathe out. So when you're breathing in through the nostrils. And when you're breathing out through the mouth. And really let it go. So do that 3 or 4 times. Breathe in positive information, energy, and matter. Exhale negative information, energy, matter. Breathing power. And next, I'm going to have Greg bring up, we call it sacred calligraphy power. And he'll bring up the divine loved one and the divine forgiveness one. These are the 2 basic ones that we were going to work on in healing. Is constantly loving all the parts of our being. Every time you have any pain somewhere, you just say, you got pain in your right side. I love my liver. I love my gallbladder. Pain on the left side. I love my spleen. I love my stomach. Pain in the center. I love my other organs. I love my pancreas. I love my large intestine. I love my small intestine. Where are you having a problem? I love my heart. I love my lungs. Start telling your body you love her. You love him. That's a very important one. So now breathe in the golden light. So what is calligraphy? Calligraphy is it's very sacred images, in which when these are drawn, the Buddhas and the Enlightenment will come over. Dr. Master Shah, who does these, and guide his hand, allowing the Tao light to be within this sacred image. So when you're breathing in this image of the greatest love, you're breathing in that love energy of the Tao. And now we'll look at the forgiveness one. Forgiveness is very important in this journey. To forgive one another, because when we cannot forgive, we have an attachment onto our soul, onto our mind, onto our energy field, onto our bodies. And we want to heal that attachment. So we want to then have some way, using your own words, to forgive. An example could be, I forgive everybody that's ever hurt me in this lifetime, in the past lifetimes, or my ancestors. I forgive them because I do understand my physical being is emanated from my ancestors. So I am going to forgive each and every one of them and send them love. And then further, I have to also, I'm sorry for all of those that I have hurt in any way. And then I need to send them love. So these are two calligraphies. And these two pictures are the cover of the books that you can purchase on Amazon if you really want to delve deeper into that love. And there's all kinds of exercises helping to understand that and deeper into forgiveness, all kinds of exercises and ways to help that. So those are the 6 powers they went through. And I'll just review them over quickly. We first had the body power. Where you place your hands is where the healing goes. That's your focus. Soul power, calling all the outer souls. Mother, Father, God, Divine Mother, Divine Father, stars, all in the galaxy of descended beings and enlightened ones. Then you call in your inner soul. If you don't know where to place your hands, remember to place the one on the dantian below the navel, the other one on the heart. And then after soul power, body power, and soul power, then we have the mind power, which is visualizing golden light or any other light that you choose to visualize. Next, then, sound power. Sound power could be you just saying, great is love, great is love, great is love. That could be the sound power. Great is forgiveness, great is forgiveness. That's your sound power. Then breathing power. Breathing in positive information, energy, matter. Exhale negative information, energy, matter, or anything that we do not need. And then we have the calligraphy power. Those are the 6 powers of healing as being taught by the Tao masters. All of this information has come from Lao Tzu of over 2,500 years ago and his writings that are being studied at this time. So now go into the healing. And I'm going to give everybody now a few minutes of silence going deep within as I channel the Tao light. Keep on breathing in positive information, energy, matter, and breathing out negative information and matter. And in this way, you are clearing your soul's light and your soul's energy. The soul leaves the heart. And then the heart leads the mind. Then the mind interprets whatever the heart has sent it, and that interpretation goes right into your energy field. And so whatever the mind is interpreted is what goes then from your energy field and into your physical being. So this is why the Tao says, heal the soul first, and all else shall follow. Each one of us has pure spirit within us. The pure spirit of the Tao is within each and every one of us. But we also have our incarnational soul. And that is the soul that we're healing that holds both the positive and negative information. That is where your Akashic records are understood. And we are cleaning up that Akashic records. And this is our journey of soul healing. And now I'm going to give to each and every one of you a chakra healing with the 10 greatest virtues of enlightenment. The first one, go to the chakra of your heart. And in heart, we're going to inhale the greatest love. And as you're inhaling the greatest love into your heart, you're exhaling anything from your heart of any negative information, energy, or matter. So imagine you're bringing in the greatest love as a golden light into the heart. And now you're releasing anything. And this way, through these 10 virtues that we'll have now in a place in our chakras, is one of the ways of healing with the Tao. Now go to your 6th chakra, the pineal gland, or your third eye. And now breathe in. Forgiveness. All positive information, energy, matter, forgiveness into the pineal. Exhale anything that's still held in the soul of unforgiveness. Now go to your navel and go directly across the navel to your back, and there's a point there called the Mingmen point. The Mingmen point means gateway to life. It's your life force, your life energy, the gateway to life. Very important point. It's in the back, directly across from the navel. And there we're going to instill the virtue of compassion. So breathing compassion into that area. Breathing in that compassion of Kuan Yin, known as a bodhisattva of compassion, the one who hears the cries of the earth, which her name means Kuan Shi Yin. Now go to your first chakra, right below, above the perineum. And this is the chakra to bring in the divine light, the greatest light, Divine light, divine light, divine light. Inhale it. It's positive information, energy, matter, and exhale anything that's less than light. Now go to your navel. And this is the virtue of humility. And the Tao is telling us humility means no longer do we use our mind as our boss. Our soul becomes the boss of our life. The mind is there to interpret what the soul wants it to receive. And then eventually you learn that when you're speaking or when you're listening, are you listening with your mind or with your soul? You begin to listen with your heart and soul joined as one. And that's how healing takes place of the soul, of the Akash and everything, by listening to your soul, becoming humble enough to let go of the mind. Excuse me. Now the next point, you're breathing in that humility and you're exhaling anything less. Now go to your base of your spine, the Kundalini point, and we're going to bring in the virtue of harmony. Breathe in the virtue of harmony, and you're going to exhale anything less than harmony in your body. And you're going to imagine that harmony energy going all the way up the spinal column, all the way around your crown, and down into the pineal, your third eye. Because the point of the Kundalini is also very involved in the opening of the third eye. That harmony. Now you go into your Dantian right below your navel. And you're going to bring in the energy of flourishing, the flourishing of healing, and the flourishing of all that you need in your life that is of goodness. Flourishing of friendships, flourishing of finances, flourishing of good relationships, flourishing of healing. So breathe in the energy of everything flourishing in your life and exhale anything that does not match that. Now go to your second chakra. The second chakra above the first, below the third. And we're going to bring in the energy of gratitude. So bring in, what are you grateful for? Just everybody must be grateful for something. Just find something you're grateful for. A great way to help you clear up your Akashic record is every time you want to complain, change it to something that you're grateful for. Every time you want to complain, change it to, I love a certain aspect of your own being. I love my heart. I love my soul. So you want to complain. In the instant you want to complain is when it has to change. Then you change in that instant. That's how change takes place within the heart. True change does not take place in the mind. The mind will support it, but the true change is going to come out of your heart and soul. And now go to the fifth chakra at your throat. And this is about service. As the Tao says, we're all born to serve. all beings of light that we talk to all the time, all these higher ascended beings, angels and archangels, they have a life of service. They serve us. They serve the Tao. They serve the Creator. And they're teaching us this is our life of service. So everything we have in our life, we need to start thinking about all of the people that served in order for you to have whatever it is that you needed. And offer grateful hearts to them. So that is about service. And the 10th virtue is about enlightenment. So go to your crown chakra. When all those 9 have been accomplished, when you're able to love, forgive, have compassion, bring in that light, humility, harmony, flourishing, gratefulness, and service, then when all that has been done, then you enter into enlightenment. And enlightenment doesn't happen because your mind says, I don't want to come back to this world anymore. I want to go on and on with my soul. That's not the way it happens. It doesn't happen with the mind. It happens with the soul and the heart and a communication with the divine. So just breathe all that in. Those are the 10 virtues of enlightenment. Just been placed in all of your soul. Now, I want to talk about the rest of the month of January, what I'm going to be doing. Since this is the soul era, I'm going to put out a book that I'm going to work with, and if you choose to purchase it, that will be fine. And what I'm going to be working with is the book called Soul Communication, Opening Your Spiritual Channels for Success and Fulfillment. And this is by Dr. Shigang Shah. All right, he's a medical doctor and a healer from China. And he's a world-renowned healer at this time. Especially his calligraphies are getting out very powerfully into the world right now. I just had a museum showing. And I just want to say this one thing about the month of January. We're going to have the Wednesdays are going to be one in which there's going to be sharing happening. So I'm going to be opening up the hour for sharing. And so that we can communicate. But the sharing that will be happening is, I'm going to say we have to put some type of boundaries around it, will be about the work that we're doing, the questions that you have about the work we're doing, making sure you understand the process of what we're doing. So I'll be working with, and we'll be starting next Wednesday with the first chapter of soul communication. And so what the chapters are saying basically is, what is soul communication? How do you do soul communication? All right. How does the soul communication help your spiritual journey? How does it help with healing? How does it help with service or teaching? All right. So those are all the names of all the different chapters in this. So we're going to really work on soul communication so that we're able to then really, I will be making the points about what we can do, but everybody, I want everybody sharing it, asking your questions to make sure you understand this. So we'll really open up January in this way. So know if you're coming, because the class is going to be recorded. So know if you're coming, this is what's going to be happening. So I'm going to say namaste now. And Greg is going to come over now, and he's created a great video for us today and some other things to share.
All righty. Thank you. That was great. So I'm just putting on the chat that we'll be sending out an email soon. So look to your email for some of the information, and we're going to have more details about the classes coming up. And also you can check on Joan's Facebook as well. So we usually put the Facebook link on the email sometimes too. But if you go to Circles of Wisdom website and you just click on Joan's name and you go to her page and down to her bio, there's a little Facebook icon. And you click on that and there's more like announcements about classes. And then also though from Joan's Facebook, you can go to the YouTube icon and you click on that. And we have created a free YouTube channel with a bunch of free classes, and it's all Zoom stuff. So that's all we do is all Zoom. So we put that there as a free resource for people just to have an offering. And so now, speaking of another offering, I'm so grateful everyone is here because I got the opportunity to go and do a great video. So my kind of contribution to the Tao work is I'm being guided my guides to create videos about nature and to take us quantumly out into nature and to really experience some of these things really in person as my guides are helping me understand. And so before we play the video, it's about 12 minutes or so, but we want to do a little bit of a warm-up. So I was told to do a warm-up because what we're doing is we're in class right now. Well, we're going to go outside for class. So the first thing we're going to do to exercise and warm up is we're going to stretch our imagination. So the idea is to feel like you yourself, and this is the image that my guides gave me. It's almost like you are a flashlight, like your physical body is that nice, strong, metal, secure flashlight. Now, when we're watching a video or watching a really good movie, what we do without realizing perhaps is we turn on the flashlight and we send our imagination's light body into the scene, the actual scene. So it's funny because you see this, we all were experts at this when we were children. Try and tell a kid that it's not real when he sees two cartoon characters going at it, right? Oh, no, he hurt the other. No, because they're really in there. So we need to awaken this within ourselves as adults because we kind of lose that a little bit. And we start to be taught that fantasy is all fantasy. And it's not that kind of a context. In fact, in my recent studies of the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, they explain it very well that our imagination is a real thing that we depend on because it takes us into an imaginal realm. Now, when we take ourselves and go into this imaginal realm, our imagination, the divine is able then to pick us up and take us the rest of the way. So in other words, if we're taught about imagination as all hooey-pooey, no, it's an intermediary realm between physical and spiritual. So this was the idea of today. And also to explain a little bit about what a quantum video is, it's a tool. And just like we saw these calligraphies where the Dr. Master Shah is channeling this energy coming in and it comes out as this calligraphy. Rembrandt had a style of doing this with the Mona Lisa. And that's a lot more involved and it's more based on imagery, but you look at the Mona Lisa and you're going to feel some love. So in other words, when you're looking at these videos, really project your inner self, your inner child right there. And one thing we need to do right now is open up our feet chakras. We have chakras at the bottoms of our feet, and our feet certainly have souls. Imagine how many thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of footsteps have our feet taken on dear Mother Earth. Every footstep is like a hello to Mother Earth. Our feet chakras and the soles of our feet have the whole journey to share with us. So let's make that connection right now. And also, during the video, we're going to be doing something called the heart salute to Mother Earth and Father Sky. So this was also something my guide showed me that you can do at the beginning of a walk. So we'll see how to do that. It's just establishing your light channel, putting your hands at your heart. And then when you open your heart this way, you'll see, because we'll demonstrate in the video, and you pull up and it makes this wonderful connection to Mother Earth. And one other thing that we'll learn in the coming Tao classes is how the chakras have Chinese names as well. And the Chinese language is a sacred language. So we'll see, I'm just calling these out just very simply, Hei, Hung, Hung, Chi, Yi, Wang, and Yo. And you'll see it on the screen. And if you use those sacred kind of sounds, it's like the sound power. It's if you say, Archangel Michael, be here now, it's a lot more powerful than saying, hey, Angel Mike, Can you get, it's these sacred sounds. Mikael is Hebrew. Mike is slang. So we're starting to understand how we use these sacred languages. It's going to create more energy for us. So without further ado, I'm going to shut off my video and my sound, and I encourage you to do the same if you want to have a little practice. And so now we're just going to go and take off. It's time for class outside. So get into your inner child, and inner children, help us adults out. Come and help us and give us a nice journey here. So here we go. And at the end, we'll just come back to center and say namaste. Here we go. And namaste. And we're finding out today, in nature with the Tao, that everything has a soul. And that's quite easy to imagine when we look at this magnificent tree from our little bench here as we're taking a nice little walk into nature. To go into nature, to go into the Tao, and see what that really means when we go take a walk in nature. And namaste. So one of the ways we can start to truly understand nature and how we are the Tao and we are nature as well, is to understand that when we go out into nature, what's happening is we are experiencing a soul reflection. In other words, why is it that nature just feels good to be in, to look at? Well, it's literally because we are also wonderful and beautiful to be in and look at and feel. And nature reminds us of this because as humans dealing with the challenges of duality, we forget this sometimes, but that's okay. We're all here to remind each other. And that's what this quantum experience is about. So now again, as we go into a different kind of scene, if you will, see what is reflected in your soul as we simply allow the Tao to be what it is somehow. We don't need to understand. In fact, trying to understand might even get in the way. So right now, let's just make a soul connection and see what this scene is telling us. What is it reflecting back to us? What is your soul telling you right now? And as we go through nature, we make a soulful connection, truly a soulful connection. And we understand what it means and how beautiful and wonderful it is to hug a tree. So hug this tree with me. Connect your soul and just see what this beautiful tree has to teach us. And it can be just that simple when you go out into nature. And it's amazing what happens when you just come and touch a tree. And that's what's so great about these quantum videos, and we'll be having them for every week, is that in today's kind of timing, it's not always so easy to get out into the forest. We have busy lives, still dealing with the pandemic, etc. But that's why my guides have guided me to work with these quantum videos to help folks to make that connection, to help them to open their feet chakras and send their soul down to the soul of Mother Earth and make that connection and grow your soul's love together. So once again, every time you see one of these footsteps touching the earth, these are your feet with concentric circles of love. It's almost like every footstep is like stepping on or walking on the water. And those concentric circles just ripple out, and you receive up from the bottoms of your feet all the way into your being the dear, dear love of Mother Earth. She is here to house and love and comfort us all. And so I highly recommend that if you can, get to your local beautiful nature spot, to take a seat, have a stop, and see what the soul of Mother Earth is saying to you. So sit here for a moment, quantumly. Project yourself right here. This beautiful little picnic table. Isn't that a wonderful, soulful seat? Picnic tables remind us of childhood and family and fun and vacation and relaxing in nature. So just sit here for a while and see what your soul has to say. So, namaste and thank you for joining me, for joining us here in the forest. And these are quantum videos, and our guides are with us for certain. And the Tao too, as we make these videos and help us all to connect more with nature. And I just received a message after filming our meditation exercises here in our Tao meditations. And here's the message. Light. Beautiful, beautiful light. We started this exercise in the rain, and it was dark and kind of foggy. And now look at this beautiful sky and all that wonderful spaciousness. So let's just kind of breathe all that in, this beautiful, wonderful spaciousness. Wow, wow, wow. And so this is our clearing. So let's just swaha and clear it all up into the sky. Let it all go. Everything and anything that needs to be released, we release. And namaste. And thank you for being with me and being with nature and being with yourself, really. And every week we'll find some way to make a real connection with nature using these beautiful quantum tools and with our own hearts. So I thank you for joining us. Namaste and blessings. I hope you enjoyed that. I had as much fun watching as I did making it. So I want to thank you all for being here today. And look to your email and look to Joan's Facebook for all the upcoming fun stuff we can do together to open our hearts. So thank you.
Okay, and I just also want to say thank you for being here. All right, I see some new names here that I haven't seen before, and I hope you enjoyed this. And we'll be doing this every Wednesday from 12 to 1. But it's recorded, so if you're working or something, then you can see it afterwards. Even though the Wednesdays hereafter will be, basically the sharing will be on, making sure everybody understands whatever we've been working on that day in our soul communication. Mm-hmm. We're in the soul communication era, and Greg will be doing a video for every Wednesday. So it's an hour every Wednesday from 12 to 1. And just so we'll be putting out an email on it that this one was free for the new year. And each of one Wednesdays, they're $15 a session for the hour. They are recorded so you see them for the week. And then some people like to pay for 4 at a time. You get the little discount for 4 at a time is the $50 for the month. So whatever way you want to do it, that will be sent out to you. I'd love to have some new people come because we're going to be working from the beginning on to soul communication. And we'll be learning how to not only communicate with our soul for our healing, we will eventually also learn how to open up what's called our message center, one in the front and the back, so we communicate with the higher beings of light. And then we also develop what we call our soul language. So all of this will be happening in the month of January. I felt for the new year, wanted to open up to something a little bit new and different for us all. So if you choose to be with us, love to have you. And it's nice to see. I see some old timer names here of people I haven't seen for a while. So that is absolutely wonderful to see that. Okay, so much love and much blessings. And remember, you can email us at any time. And for anything that you'd like to come to or you want to learn. And this will be an interactive Wednesday. And also, you can be telling me what is it you want to learn. so that I want to include what everybody wants to learn in this. And we'll be working a lot on the organs and the emotions of the body and where all the emotions are held in the body, etc. So we'll be working on all of that. So much love. Have a wonderful, happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yay. And you'll be getting the recording link soon. As soon as it processes, I'll send that out as well in a kind of a big email. So have a great day, everybody. Drink lots of water. And if you're going to watch TV, watch funny movies. All right. See you later, everybody.
Love,
Love, and blessings.
All right.